Yeah, I didn't even see where it was. I just had the extra action button. I think someone grabbed that one. Or you had. I
Well,
don't know if you have to be under it.
Yeah, we learned from Heroic, they changed it where you just run into the feather and you get your thing. You don't have to press anything for it now.
If I see it, I'll ping it with full slow.
It's okay to like just walk through the mushroom, right? I just can't be inside the circle when it explodes.
Correct. Yeah, you just don't want to be in it when it goes off because it will one-shot you. It's around. I mean, you probably could survive with a big defensive, but it's like 1.2 million physical nature split or physical fire split.
It's just if a feather drops like within the mushroom, you can go in and grab it.
You
can probably grab it
should,
after the mushroom explodes.
Yeah.
Scalpel said go without me, and the other guy logged off without saying anything. So.
I mean, we'll just do one full because we're only getting like 30 seconds in at the moment until people get up in the air.
Yeah, my point was just go. Yeah. I guess he's back.
Yeah, if you get the extra action button, just go up and see what you can do.
Those red swirls.
Oh yeah, I see the red feathers.
I accidentally got one, so.
Yeah, so you probably freedom or whatever the people that are assigned. If they can't get out themselves, you probably just assign like the people who can shoot them down.
And I don't know, because there is people with the debuff during the route, so maybe use freedom and stuff on them instead of the assigned people.
Well, the idea is, my understanding is, like, you're supposed to go up, and by going up, when you land, you're breaking all the routes out, right? Like, we shouldn't, in theory, have to use freedoms or anything like that, so...
I accidentally got a feather there because it was in the mushroom circle. But when I got my route, it just let me walk right out of it. So if you get one, see if you can just go.
I think for people who haven't done the heroic, I think you gotta use the action button, then you can summon your dragon riding mount. Not the
yes, that's how it works.
Well, it makes people feel like we have 3 streams up and no one's making it further than we are, so... yeah, it's basically the theme of this.
I mean, as soon as we get 4 people in the air and we stop them from landing, I'm sure we'll see a little more.
But yeah, my point is we're not missing something everybody else is getting.
Feathers should be out. You grabbed the wrong one, Tough.
They like don't spawn fast enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
it
it's
looks like
like-
they're spawning a circle, right? Sorry.
It's like a half circle behind the boss. There's 4 of them, and the first person to like step in the feather is the only person that gets extraction button too. Because like I stepped in a feather still on the ground and didn't get to button, so someone else must like have the button.
So, did anyone actually successfully like execute the dive bomb yet?
No.
I did a couple ago. I went up and I soaked 2 circles. Obviously dying on the second one, but...
So you're supposed to just fly through the circle and then immediately dive at the ground? Because I didn't see an extra Okay, I was looking for an extra action button.
Yeah, so once you have hit an orb, you just gain a 10-second debuff. When you land, doesn't matter how you land, just get on the ground while on your mount. You then deal 400k fire damage to vines and tendril within, I think, 10 yards or something.
And you're using your mount to basically just cleave all the shit down. There's no extra action, but there's no like weird like gimmick on top of the gimmick. You just land.
It's like the dragon riding talent.
Yeah, it's like aerial halt basically. Like you're just trying to like land on the ground.
Yeah, I think it's like you literally have to be standing where the red swirls come out and pick them up and go up immediately. Like any delay, you die because you get rid of it.
You said they're a half circle behind the boss, though?
Yeah, and he throws
It
them at
looked
a
that
little
way.
arc, and it's just people were standing where they landed, so they were immediately consumed.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was trying to do. I died before I could finish my mount cap.
I just want to test something. Can we have everyone stand on the green side of the boss, just so like nobody is near them when they spawn, so it's a little more clear indication. Just so everyone kind of visually sees this is what you're doing. And we'll try to face the boss where he will spawn them away from us.
Where buff immortal? For out of view.
Just dodge away from the boss if you have to. Yeah, so they are specifically will be behind him. Okay, so we can face that properly. Yeah, I just walked out of my route. I don't get this.
Pop any raid CD so people don't explode.
I
So
did
they do not hurt other
Yeah,
people.
and they don't one-shot the roots either.
Yeah, the roots have I think 1.2 million. No, they have over 2 million. Never mind.
If 3 to 4 people do it, though, it should in theory kill them all.
Then there's a second set here that we will have to do without those orbs.
Another factor to keep in mind too is we will be a much higher item level than what we're scaled to.
Yeah.
I also was looking, and like the Trents have like a variable amount of health. I'm not sure what affects that, but I saw like a Trent that had like 2 million max health, and then one that had like 3.
I think it's going to be the Treant has equal health to whatever the root did when you dispel. That's just a guess. It's not like fact or anything.
You wouldn't put it as the life scales with the person's HP, right? Like to avoid dispelling things or something.
Maybe, but I feel like there's something I'm missing because every time I've gotten a root, I can just walk around. My root just stays there.
Oh.
Like didn't even dispel it. I just moved out of it.
I just use Spirit Wall.
Just remember, if you dispel your root or immune your root, you're spawning an ad that does damage. So the point is we don't want to do that if we don't have to. But I think there will be like a limit of you can spawn X number of ads and be okay.
When we get towards the end of the first mushroom set, when the feathers spawn, can we just have the entire raid stack in front of the boss? And then, because like when I was looking at the spell ID for the AoE, it's very small. It's like the people dive bombing, like everyone needs to be pretty stacked in order to actually clear everyone out. So like the raid should have a point where they spread out near, like a defined point.
We can use green again for that. We'll try to position the boss where it'll spawn to the sides of green if we can.
Alright, so when you're about to have a root spawn on you, be near green.
Yeah, that should work.
Green. I don't want to ever be like hard stacked because probably too many people like cleaving, but yeah.
Unless you're a flyer, the flying team doesn't have to stack. They don't.
Yeah, they can do whatever. Yeah.
Cannot drink more at this time.
They're going to be a little away from green.
Like right now, be in front of the boss. Yeah.
Get up to green.
I kind of hate how they spawn during the mushrooms. That is really annoying.
Yeah, I somehow got a feather there, and it also, I just used it in the root until it then flew up. So if you get it, don't be afraid of the root.
I know nothing about like the tank flow of this phase. Does it make sense for a tank to do it? Like you go up and the other guy taunts?
One of us could do it. The tank debuff is just a stacking dot, and then the mushrooms. So as long as mushrooms aren't out, we could do it. It comes towards the end of the first set of mushrooms.
Yeah, I was just speculating maybe that's like an intended thing. They're kind of like urging people to do that, perhaps, since it's like a bit easier for you to get it.
I mean, I lucked into that one. I just was soaking a mushroom and got it.
Scalpel there.
He may have had to step away.
Okay.
Hopefully, he'll be back here in just a moment.
I think the big thing is when we're all in the roots, pop anything you have to like lives. The more when people start dying, it's like a cascading effect, right? So just so we can see more of it.
I didn't pay attention. Did it spawn an ad when somebody died still in roots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
And then people die that have a dispel, and then we're in the fire, and then they die, they spawn more ads. Get the idea.
Right
Get ready to
back.
beat. Get near green, pop all the raid CDs as they spawn here.
I'm sorry. I had an emergency. I'm back.
No, you're fine. We're getting better at we're getting 3 of the 4 orbs every time now.
Wait. I got damaged by
I think there's only 4 feathers.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, everyone needs to get one.
The feathers spawned in the where it fucking yellow fossils missing it.
Yeah, I mean, considering it's a penultimate fight, it's basically like if you miss one, you're fucked. Like everybody has to nail it.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
If we just make sure that they're shot off in the same spot every time.
Is it a quadranted relative to the boss? Like
No, it's behind.
It's a semicircle behind the owl, but
okay.
Yeah, the main
so like,
thing.
For example, if the boss is X, and like based on where I'm facing right now, you can see where I'm facing. It'll put one like, right ping spawn, dude. Like here.
Okay, yeah. So
and the last one is where it is. Yeah.
Just bear in mind, we're doing the mushrooms at that time, so the boss
Yeah,
turns a lot when that happens. That's the only thing.
So the ranged and stuff, ranged melee and stuff should try to be back on top of the boss as much.
As long as you're not getting hit by the blue swirlies, yeah, it should be
So
fine.
the first feather cast is at 15 seconds. So just be directly under the boss or be in front of the boss at 15 seconds.
Wow, nice pre.
Yeah, that I moved in time.
After these stars start getting under the boss, they get under the boss directly right now. So just hearing the feathers.
We did it. Get away from these
Spelling
lasers.
oregano now? Oh, he killed himself. Okay.
New stack. Just be near the boss here, and we have to break these out.
We have a plan for the first set of roots, now we're fucked on the second set.
And I think we have to maybe set a direction to where to dodge the big, like, sunfire thingy coming out.
Hi, Luna Johns too. I'm doing fine. I'm dying, but I'm doing fine.
And the roots came like instantly when we were like.
But that's just raid testing.
From the boss.
Yeah, that was super cool. Big fan.
But the ads are CCable. I think they pulse AoE anyway, but the ads are like fully CCable, but they have aggro, so yeah. Maybe it's actually like not ideal to spawn them at all. If we can.
I think the intention is you want to try to get away without spawning them. I do think that you can spawn some just because it's not going to be the end of the world, but it is one of those things where unless you have a reason to get out right away, you shouldn't be purging your own route. You should just sit in it and try to kill everything around you. Like if you have a dispel, I could see freedoming and target listing those people so they can get out and you can start dispels early. But past that, I don't really see a reason to dispel unless you're in a mushroom, which that's the next overlap. So. Good thing is we had 2 pulls in a row where we got all the orbs, so it's really good.
The cadence is dodge falling star and then get into the boss.
Get in.
Others.
Okay, I can start moving. Oh, there was one we missed. Never mind. The first 3 were really fast because you guys came down and we got nearly all the roots done before that last orb landed. So
Is it still all the range and group 3 going?
I had been doing it for a while, but someone took it that time.
I got. If you get it, you have to go. If you accidentally walk over it, so
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Where, what's that, Immortal?
Pretty sure you have the extra action to actually get the ball.
Correct.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Oh.
go ahead, Mayna.
The extra action does only appear for like the first person that gets hit by the feather. So like, yeah, like if your extra action button appears, you have to do it. It's not like someone else can come take it from you.
It's kind of like APT. If you're the first one to die in it, you're the only one with the res. So you kind of have to go.
Great call out, Alvin. I'm sure somebody next here will ask how it works again. Move in now.
Okay, move out here.
Spelling oregano. Spell
Dodge these
shoe.
lasers.
Spell shoe. Out of range.
Might
More
be
roots.
close here. Just be careful of these lasers.
Oh man.
And then there's more feathers right now, right?
No, there's no
This is-
feathers.
No,
He only.
there's a natty one.
Cancer.
You
Yeah,
have to kill this set.
You only get feathers when he turns into the owl. Like right here, we would get new feathers.
You can do another route right now?
Didn't seem like it.
So is there only one orb set per phase?
It seems like 2, because that was going to be the second one.
And he was going to phase a little bit after that on the big wigs. The intermission timer was coming up.
So the
I
second
don't-
set we should use to damage the boss then. Because it deals damage to the boss
Yes.
as well, right?
Well, you
Yeah,
have
that
to
seems-
do it just to prevent from getting killed.
Yeah,
So
for sure. But I mean, like
to-
the intention of using the damage on the enemies. I mean,
Toth, I think we should move the boss back to where the lasers were from, because the third laser is getting to us as the roots went out.
That dispel window is like not it.
I mean, you have 20 seconds to dispel after they go out. So are people dispelling too fast, or are they dying with the dispel?
No, like
I
you.
believe we're
you
just
have 20
waiting too long.
seconds, but like you have to get out with it, and you have to get freed, and the list kind of goes on. Like it doesn't
Well,
feel.
let's do this. I'll just sign us off to an order here. If 3 people get it, Rob, call the first person, Shu, freedom them, and they go out and just dispel them. We deal with the one ad.
Sounds
And
good.
then-
Just say your name because I don't know everyone's voices. Or I guess Rob's calling it. Yes.
I'll just say freedom and I'll just say character name in the raid frame.
Okay.
And hopefully by the second one, we'll have stuff free, and then Or if we need another something like Tiger's Lust, we have those. Or Shapeshift or any other amount of thing of whoever has it.
Cannot drink more at this time.
And Freedom Oregano. Oregano out. Spelling you now.
Ow.
We missed one of the orbs, it's fine.
So like I had Dispel there, and I get the root, so I get the root, and I blink the root, and the train spawns and immediately autos and cots me. That's sick.
I haven't even looked. I know someone said they had aggro. Are they actually mailing for 600k?
They hit me for 2.
Yeah, I got melee once for 200.
Let me get Ox Statue then to make it a little safer.
I wonder if Powering Flame. Oh. Maybe why I ripped thread on one.
Oh yeah, because it does damage. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It would generate some aggro. But...
I've been trying to get position 3 on the feathers. Be left from right.
Getting 2 normally.
Alright, after these blue fade, get in. Press Toth.
Someone needs to get that. Unfortunately, there's a big dot on us. Careful.
I don't know.
Freedom Oregano. Spelling. Something outside the group with their thing.
Yeah, I thought I grabbed it because I heard the noise and did not want to get hit by the mushroom.
I've actually just ended up standing in the mushroom bridle and I pretty much never get hit. I don't know if it's just not hitting me for much or what, but
Also depends on the time it spawns because they do have a fair bit of time on the floor before they actually go off.
I got killed by the mushroom after taking the feather.
Oh, that's where our 4th orb came from.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's weird because if I have waited a little bit, I think one of the things would have gotten the feather because I think it was going to soak the mushroom. So maybe I just have to use a defensive there and see if I can live the mushroom pop.
I think you can just wait for that mushroom to go up.
Press Toasty. Get in. Freedom Chicken. Spelling chicken.
I almost got it.
I did get rezzed. I did get up by Flute Orb, but I guess there was another.
Yeah,
Do you want to assign them? Because I've just like Toasty called one and I've been consistently getting the, if you're looking at the back of the boss, the far right
How about
one.
this? Type 1 in chat if you went for orbs last pull, like you're trying to do the dragon riding shit. Alright, well, there you go. Only 3 people. Never 4.
I'm usually in the second position.
So I've been consistently getting the right one. If you're looking at the back of the boss, do we all want to call them?
That'd be number 4.
Yeah, I'd be guessing 4.
Mana get
Usually
3,
2.
Chicken get 1. Or Chicken, you said you get 2, Toasty get
I
1.
usually get 2.
I get 3.
Oh, then
Okay,
you
so
all-
we actually all have
Perfect.
one. Okay.
And the orbs all spawn in the same spot, so do we want to pick an orb that we always go for? Like, I usually go for the one that's over by blue. Like the one that spawns over here normally. They spawn in like the 4 quadrants of the room, the orbs in the sky.
Yeah, if you go right away, there's more than enough time that if someone, you'll be able to get all of them pretty easily. It's if you're going up late that you run into trouble.
I haven't really noticed the locations. I just go for the one straight above me.
I just go for one that I see.
Cannot drink more at this time.
Ready to get in.
Another gang.
Yeah, I died to the mushroom picking it up.
Yeah.
Freedom oregano.
Goodbye, world. I think with the mushroom, unfortunately, Brex, you might just have to wait that second. Because we don't control the order they come in. They're random.
Yeah, I know.
It was the green mushroom that got missed too, because it killed me while I was in the middle of flying.
I mean, I guess the only consolation of all this is that everything we're seeing is literally the only addition of mythic mechanics outside of the shield. So, like, these overlaps will be present in all phases.
Well, they're gonna reorder them, right? So like, remember, like how each platform got more. Yeah, that third platform's probably
Yeah,
gonna be the same.
third platform will be big, but fundamentally the mechanic will be at least the same.
Don't be behind the boss.
Freedom oregano. Somebody spell.
Did you die before going up, Rex?
So, the red circle was there, it disappeared, and then a brown circle appeared. The brown circle disappeared, I stepped in, and then the red circle reappeared and killed me.
You just have to, like, if your feather is in a mushroom, you just have to wait for the mushroom whole sequence to end.
I didn't realize the sequence was that much, I guess.
And then using the extraction button breaks your root and spawns a trend. So you don't have to, like, use it before the roots.
Well, you have to be on top of the feather to get the extraction button.
Yeah. There's like, there's time for like the mushrooms to finish resolving, and then you like get in your feather, you get rooted right away, you click your feather, you get unrooted.
There you go, I found.
Cannot drink more at this time.
Go from the back, the boss flips, be careful.
Freedom
Yeah, I
oregano.
couldn't get it that time. Someone else picked it up.
Oregano out. Spelling. What's causing that in group? The second one.
Watch out for these lasers. We're gonna move slightly back towards them with this next route. So we're inside here. Oh, those were dispels. Did we? We didn't get those dispelled.
I think I outranged most healers there. That's why.
This fate be your final lesson.
Do we know how much the brown circle hits for? The brown swirl?
It kills you.
I don't know what you're referring to as the brown circle.
I think
So
the brown
that
circle.
time there was literally no time. I tried to wait the whole sequence and I got rooted away from it. And I don't know which tank was soaking it, but we got rooted. And I think a tank ended up grabbing the feather too, because I was rooted away from it, and there was a tank soak still on top of it when the roots went out.
That Toth got the feather.
Yep.
Debuff or lick.
Yeah, ideally, like, as long as both of us don't get it, one of us will just get extra stacks. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what are your like how high are the stacks until it like actually hurts?
I honestly haven't really been paying attention. I think
Yeah,
10
me
and
neither.
11 is like
doesn't
reasonable.
I mean, could just bank on one of the tanks getting it.
I reloaded, so my ready check went away, but I'm hearing.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, Toth, if either of us get it, we just go. It's perfectly fine.
Do you lose aggro when you use it, or did you taunt?
I did not taunt.
Away from the back of the boss.
Freedom Oregano. Spelling. Spelling shoe. More tangles, get in.
I got lasered.
What spawned the? Maybe I'm missing something. What spawned the
People were
second
dying,
big
I
fire?
think.
No. Unless I'm not understanding something, there's three. Like in my raid friends, I have three. People show blue if they have a magic debuff, right? To be dispelled, and I dispelled oregano. And then two other people still had it, but then like a big swirl went out in the group.
That's the fire laser that he's going to drop on us.
So if it was like right after the first dispel or around first dispel, was probably me dying because the laser, like when the laser was going to spawn, my root was like with 300k health. I was disintegrating it, and then the thing spawn killed me instantly.
It's probably us just taking too long to get out of that sequence. Basically, that's why it feels tight.
I mean, as we said, slightly lower eye level than you'll actually be is the only reason for that.
Yeah. Just explain why it feels weird.
Away from the back. Look at the boss's back. I can hear it.
Res him. Need to res him. He's going for feathers.
I got one Toth.
Freedom mana. Mana
I'm
out.
just doing myself.
What?
You can shapeshift.
I
Mana. Wait.
Okay, I was on the wrong side of the group and ran out away from the group.
I think the spells are baitable, right? They're always going to like the corner of the group, like probably the farthest players.
I don't know if we can confirm that or not. Like Oregano got 3 turns or 3 pulls in a row.
Yeah, I got it as well. And
I got a bunch of pulls in a row at the start too.
Because I'm usually positioning myself like behind most players, and I got it like 3 in a row.
I mean, maybe Oregano was in the middle of the raid one time when he got it. It's a worthwhile, thing to test. It'll be very easy to test. Just have Mana Chicken and Oregano stay, like closer to X here. If it goes on you 3, then obviously you're already out here. Shapeshift, we'll deal with the tree, and it's not a big deal. And
I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be flying, so I shouldn't ever get it. If I, as long as I can get my feather quickly, I should never get it.
Oh, true.
I mean, for like long term, I don't think Boomkin should be doing that first set of feathers in general. If you
That
prep
is
right,
true.
you can do
Yeah.
like just as much damage to the roots with like as the people that get an orb if you prep right on Boomkin. But yeah, just to test this pull, let's just stand out here. I'm fine with that.
I can stand as well. I can leave with like
And
breath.
wait. Anything near the back?
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Alright, dispelling mana.
Yeah, so that's good enough. I mean, that'll be a quick change here. We can just put people out there.
Also, Scalpel, don't be dispelling people randomly because there's a raid debuff.
I didn't mean to that pull.
Me, Chicken, and one other are best, right? Because me and Chicken just shift, and the other person doesn't even have to move.
That's not. I'm not. I'm talking about the magic debuff. That's on you, not the root.
Yeah, but
Yeah, her point is valid, but for testing, since you have flying experience, we'll just have 3 other people stand out there spread out. It's fine for now. Can we do Zalia, Herodrum, and I don't know what healers want to stand further out.
I can just stand it red and bait it. It's fine.
Sure. And just spread out so you guys aren't overlapping, because then like we can get rid of your debuff and then dispel you at the same time, so we don't cover over other people.
If this continues to be reliable, then I'll probably just have Shu free to me, and then so I can just get out of my thing, just get back into the group and heal.
Hi, Piper.
Sounds good.
Hi, Piper.
Good observation though with the 3 people.
Your use.
Behind the boss.
Oh, Piper, that's bad timing, buddy.
Did not go on me. It's ignoring healers.
It's fine. We're free here. Free them back there so we get the spells.
Dormu or whatever, group 3.
Thank you for the freedom, but I can like, it's not exactly good, but I can just use deep breath to get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, just calling out stuff just to keep the poll going, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
I
Sorry. But do you guys actually think that's better though? Because my reasoning was if we can bait the debuffs to be dispelled like away from the group, it's easier to dodge the beams and they don't cleave as much. But at the same time, it's really hard to keep those people alive and deal with the trends, right? It's like I don't know if it's actually good.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not even sure if it's 100% reliably baiting. I mean,
yeah.
It's worth noting that the dive bombs do hit the treants. So if like the 3 people that get the 3 debuffs immediately break the roots and the treants go into melee by the time the dive bombs happen, the dive bombs will hit the treants.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can reliably bait it, yeah, like you're saying, like, yeah, break the root.
Yeah, if that's the case, you would do it the other way around. You'd have them bait at like the edge of the range, break their roots so those treants stay in the center and they run out. But no, obviously 10 more minutes, don't need to worry about that.
Oh man, my game's running great.
Oh, mine's definitely not.
Is that a jackpot?
That is. Thank you, Steve.
Freedom Shoemander. Spelling.
Freedom.
Oregano.
Oregano's good.
Spell him. Yeah, so I think what's happening is it's not going on.
Oh, wait.
We're making progress.
Within 3 yards. Okay. All right. So maybe I'm dumb and I should have known this before, but when the roots, when Mass Entanglement is cast, it also hits people within 3 yards of you.
Yes.
I just like assassinated multiple people there.
It's one of those mechanics where like you can kind of cleave with it, but there is like a tolerance level to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's
well, Razageth it.
I'm curious if the end game will be range with the furthest every time, because that means it's gameable.
Yeah, that was the confusion. Yeah, so if we just have 3, we just need to set up a 3 range, and then make sure that each of them has like some sort of freedom approach.
Yeah,
it's always going to be a mage, right? Because you just blink the thing off every time.
Mage Druid Hunter, basically.
Yeah.
Disengage, shapeshift, blink.
The only thing is you gotta watch aggro on the tree, and that little ad hurts.
I have a statue down if you're close enough.
Could
Those
we do
little
this?
ads will always go to melee because of healer aggro.
I'm not ready. I want to like coordinate this so we can actually maybe get a little bit further. So, Shoemander, aka Zalia, he'll be one of the people, and then Haradrim, can you just use your deep breath to break it? Okay.
Yes,
all right, just bait it and break it, and then we had Boomkins doing the feathers.
I have oregano. We have 2 evokers and a mage.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot we had that. Yeah. So oregano, are you cool using the deep breath too to just bait it and break it? Okay. Yeah. So the 3 of you do that, and then once you break it, then I guess the other good thing is because we know it's going on the 3 of you, we also can just like coordinate a dispel order too. So there's going to be a dispel on oregano pretty much like instantly. So be right. I'm going to like wait like a second, and then dispel, and then the next dispel once the debuff breaks will be Haradrim, and then the last one will be Shoemander. We can try that, but we have to wait for the like our bursting deep stacks or whatever debuff to fade, so we don't take additional damage.
Be back at us.
Vaders, get ready. Be dispelling oregano first. Dispelling oregano. Dispelling Haradrim. Dispel Haradrim. 3. Dispel Shu, out of range.
I think the only change I'd make there is the boss has to be closer. So, well, not the boss, but the group. So, has to be closer to the spells. But yeah, once you get the boss move down, it's not too bad. For this phase, I'm sure it's going to be quite cancer in other ones.
I actually think the second platform will be easier.
Yeah, but then the third platform just goes forever. Right?
Yeah, third platform will obviously be its
That's
own
gonna be
thing.
fun.
I confirmed that if you pre-immune the root, you still get the treant. Like, I knew we already figured it out, but I just proved it.
Yeah, I think anything pre-cast, during cast, post-cast, like anything, yeah, it's just gonna... You get fined and an ad spawns. You know, at least we have like kind of an idea now what's happening here.
Looks like that second set of roots we probably need to get down super duper quick.
Yes, that's going to be a set of cooldowns probably.
Watch the back.
Maybe dispelling oregano. I didn't go on him. Went on mana. Dispelling him mana.
Oh.
Spell Shumander.
Beams.
Mana have a feather.
I was going for my feather, but
we got all 4, so
it was me and the tanks have been fighting for my feather, and a tank got it that time. But I was like right where the feather was. I don't know why I got the debuff. I was in the group.
Maybe it's not that reliable then. Sage.
I mean, all it takes is for one of the 3 people not to have been one of the 3 farthest right, and then it went on her because she's, you know, like on the opposite side of the boss, so.
I mean, I was like in the feather range, right? Like in melee range, so, you know.
I think obviously once you get to live, it'll be coordinated, but we're leaving this platform, so you don't have to go super far with your dispel. As long as you're out of melee range, we'll just move the boss away from it.
Do the like big fire beams get out of the spell, like from the point?
No, the different mechanic, but it's from the big red swirlies he puts. And then there's 3 of them, and then they spawn 3 lasers, or 3 waves of lasers.
Up his back.
3 people get ready to bait. Dispelling oregano. Scalpel, dispel, Shumander.
Up beams. Right on the boss.
Just live and be near boss because we have more roots coming.
Look at the remaining beams and don't get hit.
If you have a raid CD, use it. Then intermission in 10 seconds.
Almost made it. One more pull, we might be able to get it. Obviously a lot better on these later pulls than earlier ones. So.
Obviously, each person kind of take this as you know, however you want to take it. But if you feel like you're not really getting much value out of your damage cooldowns on like the first set because we're using the dragon riding, maybe save it for the second set and maybe just what do you call it? Maybe save Lust for that, just so we can see more of it. Like I don't think on pull, we're not really gaining anything right now.
Yeah.
Oh, rib. Oh well, good enough. Obviously,